Ve'ela Mishpatim starts the parsha of this week, and these are the laws. This is a follow-up after having received the Ten Commandments. Moshe Rabbeinu tells Bnei Yisrael, time now for me to tell you what those laws are all about. And in this parasha, we have 23 positive commandments and 30 prohibitions. Many of them dealing with torts, damages, human interaction, and so on. So the Torah discusses also here the laws of a guardian. And there are 4 kinds of guardians. Assuming I have to go out of town, I go over to my friend and I say, look, I have $1,000 here lying, and I'm afraid to leave it in the house when nobody is here. Could you please keep it for me till I come back? The person says, with pleasure. I'll put it away in my house and we'll look after it. Now, this is true with money. This could be true with any object, valuable object, an animal, whatever it is. Now, there's 4 different kinds of guardians. One who does it for free, doesn't ask for any compensation, just I'll be happy to do you this favor. Another one who is getting paid for it. Then there is a soicher, somebody who rents an object, is also considered like a guardian. Or finally, the shoyel, the one who borrows something, doesn't pay for the usage, is also considered a guardian. Now, these are the 4 extremes. The one who guards something for free has the least responsibilities because he has no benefit from it. He's just doing a favor, but he has to make sure that he's not neglectful. The one who's the most responsible is the one who borrows something and doesn't pay for it. He has the greatest responsibilities. I don't want to go into deal now with all these laws. This is extensive laws in the Gemara. But here's what the pasuk says. I gave my friend $1,000. I come back, my friend claims, I'm sorry, it was stolen. So the Torah says, if we find a thief, if we find a thief, then the thief is obligated to pay back double to the original owner. If we don't find a thief, and the owner is suspecting that the guardian has either been neglectful or maybe even he himself has stolen it. So he could be asked to give an oath that he has been honest, he didn't do anything wrong. Now, if he did give an oath, and then witnesses come and say, sir, we know for sure that you're the thief. So then the judges have to decide who is right. Either the witnesses, and then the guardian has to pay back double. And if it turns out that the witnesses are false, then the guardian is free, and the witnesses will have to bear the consequences. Rashi says the following. When is an individual obligated to give an oath? Says the Gemara, which Rashi quotes, only if I admit to have. In other words, if the guardian says, of the $1,000 that you gave me to keep, 500 was stolen. 500, I helped myself to it. That's when he has to give an oath. That what? That he only took 500 and the balance has been stolen. If he denies the whole thing, then he's not called to give an oath. The logic is because if he admitted to half is an indication of dishonesty. If he denies the whole thing, since he did him a favor, we can't force him even to give an oath, because an oath is a very serious matter in Jewish law. For that matter, if one finds himself in court and is being called to give an oath, we do, as Jews, we do not give an oath, we give a solemn declaration, which is accepted in court. That's what the Torah says. The Rebbe gives a beautiful insight in this concept of moide b'miktsas, admitting to partially. And the Rebbe says the following. If a person, God forbid, has made an error, committed a sin, we have to understand that this is only miktsas. It's only part of the person who sinned. It is not that the entire person now has become a sinner. He's an individual who had a failing and he committed a sin. Because, as the Gemara says, that every Jew is filled with mitzvahs, like a pomegranate. We're just coming from Tu B'Shvat. Now, says the Torah, what happens if the evil tendencies of the person claims ownership of this individual? You belong to me, you're a sinner. And as such, continue doing so. Then he has to give an oath. And he says, no, he says, I'm not a sinner, I just made a mistake. Says the Torah, give an oath. What means a shvur? Shvur comes also from the word soiva, satiating, nourishment. God nourishes this person with extra strength. God is giving this individual the capability of overcoming those temptations and telling his nefesh abahamis, I don't belong to you. Telling his evil inclination, I don't belong to you. I committed an error, but I'm a Jew and I'm repenting and I'm regretting. It's only part of me that made that mistake. The power of teshuvah, the power of godly support in helping us in correcting our ways. Eibishter, you said that when we do teshuvah, you're taking us out of exile. You've done it. Time for you to take us out of exile now.